what's going on? Welcome to Trivia Night Triad. Today it appears to be working, which is good. Nope. Round one, number one is, what is pictured there? What's pictured on the screen over here? It's number one in the first round. Number two, what company manufactures iPhones? What is the name of the company? Is the manufacturer of the iPhone. Number three, who's that? Who's pictured there on number three? What item is traditionally hit with sticks and bats to release candy at parties? Again, what item is traditionally hit with sticks or bats to release candy at parties? If you do this at a birthday, a quinceañera, I don't know, whatever you want to celebrate, you could do it for Star Wars Day if you want. Get a little Yoda, but don't hit a baby Yoda because that's child abuse. Number five. Whose emblem is this? Whose emblem is on the screen? That's number five. It's right over there. I see people are putting in their answers. It's really cool to see like different teams putting in these answers like it's like a switchboard from the 1940s or whatever. Like, yes, sir. He's on the line right now, sir. Let me fetch you in or whatever. Let's go on to number five in tonight's. Oh, that was number five. Let's go to number six. What actor played the role of Superman in the 1980s? Again, who's the actor that played the role of Superman in the 1980s? That's number six. What movie's in this clip? What movie's in this clip? That's number seven. And here is that. Whoops. Here is that clip.
How do you like it?
Now I know that long scenes is Stanley Kubrick's jam, but like as editing things like that for trivia, I'm like, man, these are some really long cuts. I think I would probably have used about 20% of what he used for each of those cuts, but that's cool. I like Stanley Kubrick. He really likes long scenes though, long cuts, long takes. Number eight. What bay is located in the Virginia, Maryland area? Again, what bay of water is located in the Virginia, Maryland area? How do you say good morning in Spanish? How do you say good morning in Español? ¿Cómo se dice? And number 10. Who's the band or artist? Who is the band or artist? That's your first round. Those are all your questions on the screen. And here's that song for number 10. Let's go over the round one answers. Number one, what is pictured there? It is the Eiffel Tower in France. Eiffel Tower. Number two, What company manufactures iPhones? And that is Apple. Apple. Number 3, that's Curious George. Curious George. Number 4, what item is traditionally hit with sticks or bats to release candy at parties? Another Cinco-themed question. It is the piñata. The piñata. Number 5, whose emblem is that? It's Toyota. Toyota. Number 6, what actor played Superman in the 80s? Christopher Reeves. Christopher Reeves. Reeve. I think it's Reeves singular, not Reeves plural. I always get it mixed up. What movie's in the clip? And that is, what was it? Oh, The Shining. It was The Shining. Number 8, what bay is located in the Virginia, Maryland area? And that's the Chesapeake Bay. The Chesapeake Bay. They have a, I think, it might not be the longest tunnel in the world, but it's probably in the top 2 or 3. And that is the Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel. It's really cool. It's like it starts as a bridge, and then it becomes a tunnel, and then it becomes a bridge, and then it becomes a tunnel, and then it becomes a bridge. And it's terrifying and awesome. It's terrifying and awesome at the same time. Number 9, how do you say good morning in Spanish? Buenos dias. Buenos dias. Another Cinco-themed question. Number 10, who's the band or artist? And that first round was Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson with Billie Jean. That's it for first round. So we're going on to round 2. Number 1 is, who is pictured there? Who is pictured there? That's number 1. Tonight's second round. Number 2, what do the letters in the beer MGD stand for? Again, what do the 3 letters in the beer called MGD stand for? That's number 2 in tonight's second round. We're going on to number 3. It is, what kind of crab is that? What kind of crab is pictured on the screen? That's number 3. Number 4. What city is Walt Disney World located in? Again, what is the theme park? What city is the theme park Walt Disney World located in? Number 5. What work of classic lit is the dog reenacting today? I only have a couple more Wishbone clips left, but here's one of them. What classic literature is the dog reenacting today? And here's that clip for you.
No kidding.
If only I had your wit.
Yeah, if only I had your looks. Hey, I've got it. It's dark enough to hide. You stand under the balcony, and I'll give you the words to win Roxanne.
Thank you.
I gotta be out of my mind.
Who's there?
It is I, Christian.
You have nothing to say to me. Your love has gone with your words.
Okay. My love is born anew every day. It rises with the sun.
My love is born anew every day and rises with the sun.
It should die for lack of eloquence.
Ouch. Okay, I tried to kill it, but it has the strength of Hercules.
I tried to kill it, but it has the strength of Hercules.
That's better. Please continue.
This is too hard.
All right, then let me do the talking.
Why do you hesitate? Has your imagination left you?
My words grope through the darkness to reach your ears. And if you let a harsh word drop from that height, it will crush me.
Then I will come down to you.
No!
Why not?
Stay on your perch. You must give me your oath. For though we continue to stand apart, the dark veil of night that covers us both allows me to speak the words in my heart.
I think that one makes me more sad than any of the other Wishbones, because he can't get anybody to love him. Who wouldn't love him? He's so cute. I'm like that guy on the meme with the table that says change my mind, and above it it says like there should be a Wishbone reboot, because like they can reboot like so many different shows and movies, and I don't care usually, but I would totally be in for a Wishbone reboot as long as you use the same kind of dog and the same voice, because he's a good dog. All right, let's go to number 6. What was the pen name of Samuel Clemens? What was the pen name of Samuel Clemens? That's number 6. I think that Wishbone probably reenacted stuff by this guy. I'm almost 1,000% positive that that Wishbone has done at least one of this guy's work. But we're gonna go on to number 7 now. Whose logo is this? whose logo is on the screen. Number 7. Alright, we're going on to our 8th question. It is, what is pathology the study of? What is pathology the study of? That is number 8. Let's go on to the next question. It's our 9th question in tonight's round 2. It is, what team did Michael Jordan end his NBA career playing for? Again, what was the team that Michael Jordan played on at the end of his NBA career? It's number 9. Number 10 is, who's his band or artist? Who's his band or artist? And here is that song for ya. Good luck.
Late at night when all the world is sleeping, I stay up and think of you. And I wish on a star that somewhere you are thinking of me too. 'Cause I'm dreaming of you tonight till tomorrow. I'll be holding you tight, and there's nowhere in the world I'd rather be than here in my room, dreaming about you and me.
Alright, let's go over the most recent round. Number 1 in round 2 was, who's pictured there? It's Bruce Springsteen, the boss, Bruce Springsteen. Number 2, what do the letters in the beer MGD stand for? Miller Genuine Draft. Miller Genuine Draft. Number 3, what kind of crab is that? It's a blue crab. Blue crab. See that it has blue arms. It's kind of blue on top. Number 4, what city is Walt Disney World located in? I was looking for the more broad answer, which is Orlando. Any of the places in that vicinity, like Kissimmee, are acceptable answers, of course. And Lake Buena Vista, I believe, is the actual location. Reedy Creek or something like that. Is there, like, they basically operate as their own location, as their own governance and everything, as far as I understand. But yeah, Lake Buena Vista, all those things, they're all acceptable. Number 5, what work of classic lit is that dog reenacting? He was reenacting Cyrano de Bergerac, which was also a 1980s film with Steve Martin called Roxanne. Cyrano de Bergerac's the novel. Number 6, what was the pen name of Sam Clemens? And that was Mark Twain. Mark Twain. Number 7, whose logo is that? It's Goodwill. Goodwill. Number 8, what is that what is pathology the study of? It's the scientific study of the nature of disease and its causes, processes, development, and consequences. Basically summed up, the study of diseases. Viruses are different. That's virology. Number 9, what team did Michael Jordan end his NBA career playing for? And that was the Washington Wizards. The Washington Wizards, not the Bulls. Number 10, who's the band or artist? And that was Selena. Selena, who would be very upset as a ghost that you missed this on Cinco de Mayo. Although I don't really think Cinco de Mayo is that important to Mexico like it's made out to be here. It's more of a reason to get people to drink Corona and go to Mexican restaurants, from what I understand. But Selena was the answer. And it's a sad movie. Jennifer Lopez is in. That is it. And we're going on to our 3rd round now. Number 1 is, what famous mountain range sits near the Tennessee and North Carolina border? I'm not looking for the Appalachian Mountain Range. I'm just going to say that. I was like, how do I word this question without it being absurdly long of a question and not make people think that Appalachian Mountain Range is what I'm looking for? It's a famous mountain range. It sits near the Tennessee-North Carolina border. I know for a fact that Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg are in this area. So that's the mountain range that I'm looking for. Now that I've steered you to the answer, if you're going to know it, you now know what I'm talking about. That's the question. Number 1. It's very, very hard to word this one. Number 2. In tonight's 3rd round, that symbol made what product line hot in the 90s? And there's a symbol on the screen. Everybody in the 90s was wearing these shirts. And And maybe it's making a comeback, because we were driving around the DC area, and I saw somebody in like full jean jacket and jeans, like that really weird, very light shade of blue jeans with this on it, and I was like, is this making a comeback, or is that person just wearing like 30-year-old clothing or whatever? So that is the question for number 2. They could have been a hipster, I guess. Maybe it's a hipster thing to like this again. I don't know. Maybe it never went away. I certainly remember it being a lot more relevant in about 1996. Number 3. What does an ornithologist do? What does an ornithologist do? That is number 3. Yeah, it's Foster's, Australian for beer. And I'm always like, beer, English for Foster's. Number 4. What is the movie in the clip? Got our 3rd movie clip tonight. Are you ready is the question. I don't remember what it is. Let's find out together.
Look, I'm gonna stay here and investigate. I think it'd be safer if you left town for a couple of days.
John, I don't like it. This case, these murders.
What do you want me to do? Go to Michigan with you?
Mackinac Island's beautiful this time of year.
I don't have a choice.
You do have a choice. We all do. John, I've never asked you to stop. I've never asked you to give up or walk away. But I'm asking you now. Please, for me, just don't go. Just don't go back. Don't leave me. I need to know that this is the last time I'm gonna see you. Just, I love you so much.
Love you too.
Guys, watch out! Joe, what the hell are you? Oh my God! Run!
Oh my God!
Number 5. In tonight's 3rd round, whose logo is that? Whose logo is on the screen? That's number 5. It's pictured over there. And this is a great opportunity to remind you, if you've never subscribed to this channel before, this would be a great time to do that. There's a little button right there that says subscribe. There's a little bell. You can ring it, and then it'll tell you, Jonathan is doing trivia tonight at 7:30 p.m. like he always does. So, but it'll also tell you when I put the edited versions, I assume, and other crazy videos. When I hit my 100th subscriber, I'm going to do some kind of crazy video. I don't know what yet, but I'm going to come up with something, because I think I'm at 91, so I'm getting close. Number 6. What's the name of that character? What's the name of that character? I was very, explicit, not this one. That guy over in this. Because trivia, sometimes in real life, I'll have, all these arrows pointing to somebody. I used to do just one arrow, and people would be like, who are you talking about? And I'd be like, the one with the arrow pointing to him? But yes, it's the one with 50 million arrows pointing towards him, and a big no symbol is on the person I'm not asking for. What's that character's name? That's number 6. Subscribe to my channel, because it gets me closer to making money from videos, and that's nice whenever that happens. It's probably I'm probably selling this oh man, please do this, and then it's gonna be here's your 3 pennies, sir, for last night's show, and I'll be like, oh, thank you very much, sir. Number 7, Wuthering Heights is the only finished novel by which English writer? I didn't even know this until today. I knew who the author was. I didn't know it's the only finished novel. That sucks for them, if they're a ghost now. And they're like, why didn't I add those last 3 pages to the sequel, Wuthering Heights 2 Electric Boogaloo? What is their name? That's number 7. I'm getting a little bit out of control right now, and I'm loving it. Alright. The energy level has ratcheted up to here. Yes, the fish in the top right. That's correct. I wish I could be this energetic at regular trivia, but I would scare off everyone. And they'd be like, we're leaving Mossy's today. There's some weirdo in there yelling at people. Number 8 is... what is pictured there? What is pictured there on the screen? It's number 8. I'm gonna calm down for a second here. Is this a coronavirus lockdown breakdown? Number 9. We got 2 more questions coming up. That looks like 4. We got 2 more questions coming up in our 3rd round tonight. It's worth 1 point. What was the name of the team Michael Jordan and the Looney Tunes played against in Space Jam? Again, not the team that Michael Jordan played on. Wait, yes. What was the name of the team Michael Jordan and the Looney Tunes played against in the film Space Jam? It's a fictional team, just so we're clear, and you don't put Chicago Bulls again. Number 10 is, who's this band or artist? Who's this band or artist? It's a band or an artist. And what is their name? That is the question for number 10. Good luck in your answers. Alright, let's go over our 3rd round tonight. Number 1, what famous mountain range sits near the Tennessee-North Carolina border? Not the Appalachian Mountain Range is not what I'm looking at. And it sits like along the Tennessee-North Carolina border near Gatlinburg. And it is the Great Smoky Mountains. The Great Smoky Mountains. Blue Ridge Parkway goes from there like through North Carolina up into Virginia. And it also starts at Gatlinburg, but this one is actually on the Tennessee-North Carolina border. And number 2, this symbol made what product line hot in the 90s? It's Tommy Hilfiger. Tommy Hilfiger. Number 3, what does an ornithologist do? Studies birds. Birds, studies birds. Number 4, what is the movie in the clip? That was Super 8. Super 8, which is a J.J. Abrams film that looks like a lot like a Spielberg film, so it also made sense that one team thought it was Stranger Things, because it does certainly look very Stranger Things like. Also, 8mm is technically a Nicolas Cage film, so I couldn't accept that either. It's Super 8. Number 5, whose logo is that? It is the logo for NASA. Number 6, what's the name of that character? Not Nemo, it's Marlin. Marlin, Nemo's dad. Number 7, Wuthering Heights is the only finished novel by Emily Bront. Emily Bront or Bronte, I don't know. I don't know how it's pronounced. Number 8, what is pictured here? It's the Cathedral of Notre Dame. It probably does not look this good right now because it caught on fire, which sucks. Luckily, I got to go there in like 2013, so... But I would have spent more time there instead of been in a hurry to get on to our next itinerary thing if I'd known it was going to burn down. I think they're in the process of restoring it, which I'm certain is a slow process now with everything going on in the world. Number 9. What was the name of the team Michael Jordan and the Looney Tunes played against in Space Jam? The Monstars. The Monstars. Number 10. Who is the band or artist? And that was, started to say Selena again. It was Santana, Carlos Santana, and the band Santana. And that was Oyo, I can't remember exactly the words. It's Oyo Kovseve, I don't know, something like that. We're going on to the final round. It's worth double the points. What's the movie is the first one. What's the movie? Number 2, how many countries are now in the European Union? Again, how many countries are now in the EU? This is as of now. Number 3, in our final round where it's double the points, who's that character? What's the name of that character? He's on the screen. He's number 3. Let's go on to number 4. Whose flag is that? Whose flag is pictured on the screen? That is number 4 tonight. Number 5 is, what event takes place in that venue? There's a venue pictured on your screen. I'm sure many events like Disney on Ice apparently take place there. But there's one event that arena is known for, very much so internationally. What is the event that takes place there? Number 6. Who voiced Yoda in Star Wars? Yesterday was Star Wars Day. Because of that I did the Star Wars Day trivia, I decided to like kind of lean back and not do a Star Wars round tonight because I did 4 of them yesterday, which you can check out once I get the edited version up onto YouTube in a day or so here. But this question is, who's the voice of Yoda? And that's number 6. Number 7, who's the actor in that photo? Not looking for the character name. I'm looking for the actor name. That's him, number 7. He's currently in critical condition, I think. He was, actually, it's really weird. Last week I did a trivia the night of the Parks and Rec reunion episode, and I was trying to hurry to get to it. And in the episode, the character Jean-Ralphio makes a joke that during quarantine he was hit by a Porsche. And then this guy was hit by a Porsche like the next day, which is really weird. He's okay, but he apparently suffered a massive head injury and I think a broken rib or something. Number 8. What is an English word that changes its pronunciation and meaning when it is capitalized? So this is a word in English that we use. And when you capitalize it, it doesn't just change its meaning, it also changes its pronunciation. I only know of one, but if you can come up with another one that fits both of these criteria, you will also get a point. Number 9, who directed The Empire Strikes Back? I already asked this once, I'm asking it again now, since I gave you a little extra time here. Who directed The Empire Strikes Back? That's number 9, your other Star Wars question in tonight's game. Wait, I lied. I changed the question and forgot to update it on this slide. It is supposed to say, what is this song from? I'm going to change that so I don't confuse you. There it is. What's the song from? What is the song from? That's number 10. Alright, that's it for the 4th round. Let's go over the answers now. Number 1, what's the movie? It was a movie clip. Only 2 if you knew this movie? It was Forbidden Planet. Forbidden Planet. And Leslie Nielsen is a star in that movie, who later is in the Naked Gun movies. Leslie Nielsen was also originally cast as Spartacus. No, not Spartacus. As Ben-Hur, or whatever the main character's name is. Ben-Hur's the name of the main character, right? Judah Ben-Hur? I don't know, I think so. Well, anyway, Leslie Nielsen was originally cast as him, and then they ended up getting whoever the hell is in Ben-Hur. I don't even remember who's the main character. Charlton Heston, oh my god. I kept thinking, not Michael Douglas, the one in Spartacus, Kirk Douglas. Number 2, How many countries are now in the European Union, the EU? 27 countries now that Brexit is finished, which happened in, I think, January or February. I think January. Number 3. Who's that character? It's Fox McCloud, otherwise known as Star Fox. It's Fox McCloud, Star Fox. Fox, get this guy off me! I love every quote from Star Fox 64, and I can quote the hell out of that game. Number 4, do a barrel roll. Whose flag is that? It is the state of Tennessee. State of Tennessee, our neighbors to the west. Number 5, what event takes place in that venue every January? And that is Australian Open. The Australian Open, which is a tennis tournament. It takes place to the point where I think at like 9 or 10 a.m. they're playing the primetime matches here. So like it's going on in like the wee hours of the morning. Number 6, who voiced Yoda in the Star Wars franchise? I think he still voices him in the movies, but in the TV shows, somebody else I think plays Yoda. But the answer is Frank Oz. Frank Oz. He was one of the original Muppet puppeteers with Jim Henson. He did what's his name? Gonzo, and I think he does Miss Piggy. He does a lot of voices for the Muppets. I love Frank Oz. He's great. Number 7. Who's the actor in that photo? Thank God for you, I don't count off for spelling. His name is Joe Pantoliano. Joe Pantoliano, Joey Pants. And he got hit by a Porsche last week, so send him good thoughts. Number 8. What's number 6? Number 8. What's an English word that changes its pronunciation and meaning when capitalized? One of you impressed me, and you had 2 of them. What I was looking for is polish. When you capitalize it, is Polish. The other one is, what was it? They said mobile or mobile to mobile. Although that might, I don't know if that's a dialect thing. Because you might say mobile if you're really southern, but you might say mobile. I don't know. I think that one counts. I'm going to say that one counts, although it's only worth 1 point. Although I couldn't figure out how else to pronounce August. It does change meaning. I don't know if that changes pronunciation. I was sitting there for like a minute being like, August? Nobody says it like that, really. Maybe if you were talking about like Augustus or something. Number 9. Who directed The Empire Strikes Back? Irvin Kershner. Irvin Kershner. George Lucas actually only directed the original Star Wars and then the 3 prequel movies. He actually had Irvin Kershner direct 5, which is Empire Strikes Back, and then I think Richard Marquand is the guy that directed Return of the Jedi, which is Episode 6. And I think of 2 really big reasons why the prequels are not as good is A, George Lucas hadn't directed a movie since I guess if it came out in 77, he probably directed Star Wars in like 76, and then not until 1996 to 98, 99, that area, he hadn't directed a movie in that long a period. And then also, like, at that point, he was so rich that nobody was telling him, like, no, George, that sounds stupid, because nobody wanted to be that guy. And so he just got to put whatever dumb things he wanted in it. Number 10. What is that song from? That's number 10. It was the song from The Neverending Story. It's the Ivory Tower theme from The Neverending Story, which I liked as a kid, although it also disturbed me. And the scene with the horse in the mud, oh man, that's a tough scene. Just thinking about that is making me all emotional. But that soundtrack's awesome, and I'm currently looking for a used copy on vinyl because it's really synthy and great. And Giorgio Moroder did the score work for that. Let's see, that is it for that round. We got answers coming up. Australian Open and WrestleMania, practically the same thing. Well, anyway, let's go over the scores. We got, at the end of that game, 16 points going to Comic Relief, 26 points going to a few teams. They are Drinking Team with a Trivia Problem, Mammoth Cave Quarantiners. We got 27 points going to Team I Don't Know. We got 28 points going to Broke with Kids. We got 31 points going to Release the Murder Hornets. Don't release the murder hornets, please. 32 points going to Fussy Pussies. We got 33 points to We Just Might Get Lucky. We also have 33 points going to Mia's Siamese, If You Please. We got 30... Did I say 32 points to Lockdown Funk You Up? I don't think I did, but you also have 32 points. 34 points going to Teachers Don't Get Paid Enough. 35 points going to Smelly Charmin Ultras and Space Juice Fiesta de Uno. We have 40 points going to two teams in third place. They are Corvid 4 and Double Take. We have, with 41, The Dead Bedrooms. I'm sorry, they are in third place. In second place, with 42, is Slater and Sarah. And in first with 48, commanding victory at the end, Chocolate Starfish, 48 points. Congratulations, you win. And I hope you guys all had a good time tonight. I hope if you haven't already done so, you subscribe to this little channel right here. This little button right there, it's got a bell. You ring that bell, it'll tell you when I'm around. And also, I do trivia every Tuesday and Thursday at 7:30 on this same channel. I do nerd trivia on Saturdays at 8 p.m. You can come and be nerdy with me. All the nerd things: Star Wars, fantasy, sci-fi, Harry Potter, anime, video games, Rick and Morty times. That was a Rick and Morty impersonation. Just the last part, a very bad one. I can do much better, Rick and Morty. I've cosplayed as him before. I'll show you pictures at some point. I'll put one on the screen on the next trivia night. I hope you guys have a great night. I hope you come back.